Hey gang, well welcome to a bald eagle fishing adventure. But we're not fishing, obviously, we're in my kitchen. Anyways, I got my lovely wife manning the video camera, and today, oh boy, today I'm doing something I really love to cook, and I'm going to share that with all of you guys, and that is my crab cakes. I take those very personal. It's something that I've been working on for many years, and I got it down to a really great recipe, which I will put all that information in one of the links there on the video, so you'll be able to write everything up or print it or whatever you need to do. So crab, Dungeness crab, very dear to my heart. Unfortunately, didn't get a lot this year. Ended up with a few, and I'm proud of that. I'm very grateful for that. And I want to give a shout out. I'll tell you, I have to say, I have the best subs in the entire world. I have these two brothers, great guys. They're subscribers of my channel, and hey, I appreciate you guys. And this shout out is to Ira and Lance. You guys rock. They gave me a little tidbit of information of where I should kind of move my pots to, and it did help. And even though the pots have now been pulled, the boat's coming home on Tuesday, I'm done with my fishing. But at least I ended up with a few crab, and I'm very grateful to these two brothers. They are fishermen unbelievable. These guys rock. Anyways, a little tidbit. I can't, nor do I want to give out a lot of information, just out of respect to Ira and Lance. But if you guys are still crabbing out there, you'll want to move your pots in a little closer. Anywhere between 50 and 100 feet of water is probably going to be the best productive area for you guys. Find a nice flat sandy area if possible, and work those areas. I was fishing out in 200 feet of water, and I was just having a miserable time. I know some others did okay, but it was just tough. And the shallows seemed to help a little bit better. So anyways, wanted to give that special thanks to those guys. So, before I get started on the Dungeness crab, there is one thing I wanted to go over with you guys. This was made up a couple hours earlier today, and I am very proud of this stuff. This is my chicken stoop. So it's a soup stew. I mean, it's so thick and hearty, so I call it a stoop. And if you come over here with that camera, my dear, I'm going to show these fine folks what this is all got going on here. I'm telling you right now, if Popeye had this, he would have not needed anything to do with spinach. Not knocking spinach, I love spinach, but this stuff will grow a limb back. If you got an ailment, this will probably cure it. So anyways, if anybody wants to send me an email about the recipe for this, I will be more than happy to give that information to you. And if I get enough requests on this, I will do a segment on making this chicken soup. It's really simple and easy to do, and wow, especially during wintertime, fantastic. So with all that said, stick around, because I'm making some crab cakes that's going to rock your world. All right, so I've got my little bit of vegetables here all chopped and ready to go. And why don't you come in with the camera so I can show how this is going to go together. So this is the first step in putting the crab cakes together. I got a little sliver of butter, a pat of butter there. We'll get that going. So we'll get this heated up. And you know what, I'm going to need a spoon. So let's see, this will work. All right, so what I've got here, while that's melting down, I got a 1/4 cup of celery, finely chopped. I've got 1/4 cup of red bell pepper, finely chopped. You can use whatever color bell pepper you like. I just like the red with the green. It's kind of pretty, mix it up a little. But you could use yellow, you could use full green if you want. I've got some nice green onion here, finely chopped. And I just used the green stem part. I wouldn't use the white, might be a little too strong. So the green stem part is perfect. And then over here, This can be basically anything to taste. Whatever you like as far as how much you want to put in there is really up to you. I would start anywhere from a couple tablespoons. This is about a quarter cup of Italian parsley. And I love Italian parsley over just standard parsley. I think it has a little more flavor. And it tends to be a little bit on the finer and breaks down side really nice. So that's what I like using as the Italian parsley, if I can get it. The other one will work just fine, but I've had times where I can't get it, and so the other one will work. But if I can get it, Italian parsley is my favorite. So, okay, so this is nice and ready to go here, so let's just add this right on in. Get the celery going. We get the bell pepper going. Oh yeah, it's getting all pretty and happy. All right, and then a little green onion in there. Oh, the smell of this alone is so good. All right, then I like to just throw a little salt to kind of get a little bit of the moisture out of those vegetables as well, or fruits, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Garden yum-yums is my whole thing. So we'll just kind of do this, saute those up. When it probably takes about 5 minutes or so for this to kind of render down, and when it does, I will show you what that looks like. I always put the parsley in last. You don't want to put the parsley in right now, otherwise the parsley could burn a little bit, and it can make it a little on the bitter side. So I always add it right to the end, and I'll bring you back and show you what that looks like. So that's it for now. We are on. So this is rendered down kind of nice now. It's nice and tender, and that's what we're looking for, is for these to be on the tender side. And most of the moisture has been cooked out. We just have a little bit of that butter coating on there, which is yum. And that's just about what we're looking for. Now, I've had this on medium heat. We're going to reduce this all the way down to low. And I'm going to add in the Italian parsley. So we'll put that in there. And we're just going to give this a quick little stir. And bring all that together. Let that all fully do its thing, incorporate together. Oh yeah, I wish you guys could smell this. Ooh-wee. And this is going into the crab. I mean, give me a frickin' break. Oh, I've had crab cakes in San Francisco. I've had crab cakes out at Bodega, and I have yet tasted crab cakes that are as good as this. I kid you not. And I wish I could say I came up with this all by myself, but it's just been years of, you know, trying different recipes. Well, I guess maybe I did come up with it by myself. How about that? So anyways, damn good. And I'll tell you what, I pat myself on the back on this one, because my wife loves crab cakes, and
yes,
I think this really made her fall in love with me, not just the 30 some odd years of being together. So anyways, this is done. See how beautiful this is? Everything is nice. The parsley's not burnt. The flavor is all incorporated in there. And this is done. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this mixture. Let's turn the stove off. We're going to take this mixture. We're going to put it right into this glass bowl. Okay? And you can use any bowl. I just happen to have these really thick glass bowls. That's what I'm using at this point. So don't fret about it. Don't run out and buy glass bowls because, oh, this bald guy said you got to use a glass bowl. No, you don't. But what you're going to do with this is very important. So let's put this over here in the sink. Now, because the other ingredients when we start doing the crab includes mayonnaise and egg, you don't want to add this hot stuff to that. It could spoil the mayonnaise, and that would be a huge, huge problem. You would not be the life of the party, per se. So you're going to want to chill this down real nice. In a real fast, easy way, find a spot in the freezer, away from other stuff that little heat's not going to hurt. Make sure it's kind of empty. So what I do is I take a spot like here in our freezer. Let me show you. Come on over here. And I kind of opened this area up, and I'm just going to put this right here in this corner of the freezer, and that's going to stay in there for 30 minutes. 30 minutes from now, I'll put that out and pull that out. We'll start putting it together with the crab and the other mixture and stuff, and we're going to be making some yums. See you guys in a bit. So we're ready to start putting the cold mixture now together. So as you can see right inside here, I got a couple of cracked eggs in there, beautiful, ready to go. So 2 eggs, and this is going to be for roughly around a pound to a pound of crab meat, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind, roughly a pound of crab meat. So one thing I'm going to use is just Best Foods real mayonnaise. There's a lot of different brands of mayonnaise out there. I like a nice, real creamy mayonnaise. I think Hillman's is another great mayonnaise.
Same thing.
What's that?
Same thing.
It is, yeah. Just a great quality mayonnaise, I think, is really going to add to the flavor of all of this. So this requires, let's see, 2.5 tablespoons. So I got a large spoon here. We'll take a nice dollop about like so. And that goes in. This again, there's measurements. It doesn't have to be absolutely precise on this. You know, there's no measuring police that's going to come to your door and, you know, arrest you for, you know, going a little over or a little under. It's kind of, you know, it's a beautiful thing with recipes. You can kind of alter and twist them and make them your own. And that's what I've done. So anyways, there's the mayo. Got that. Next is a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Oh yeah, this is really good. So I love Dijon mustard. Right? Yep, tablespoon. Okay. So yeah, a little dollop will do you. There we go. That's somewhere in the ballpark. If not, it's out of the ballpark. I've never had bad cakes, even if I went a little over on the recipe. So don't sweat it. Next. Teaspoon of Worcestershire. Again, this is all eyeballing stuff. So we just kind of, you can come on over with the camera a little bit so they can kind of see what's kind of going on inside the bowl here. Woo, 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 woo. There we go. That's it. Okay, done with that. Next, teaspoon of Old Bay. Oh, yes, absolutely. I've said this on my other videos. This is one of my absolutely favorite. And when I talk about a teaspoon, I mean, I'm talking a heaping teaspoon. You know?
Holy moly.
Yeah, holy moly, free holy. There you go. So, again, measurements, you just kind of do what you need to do, but and then roughly about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Again, all of this is to taste. So, I just kind of give a little snow on there. There's a little snowing going on, and that's about it. Because Old Bay does have some sodium in there as well, some salt as well, so don't want to overkill that. That's something you be a little better off maybe on the lighter side if you need to. And a little black pepper. And on this is definitely to taste. And maybe a dash more. Okay, we're good there. So we got all that in there. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, now we need to whisk them up. So let's give this a swoosh, swoosh, and swoosh. Oh, here we go. Get those eggs in there. We'll get it all incorporated. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. What are you laughing at, woman?
You're singing.
No, I'm not singing. If I was singing, there would be howling in the background.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah, no, I know we don't want that. All right. I'm whisking as fast as I can. This is me on high speed.
We'll shorten this up. We'll consolidate.
Yeah, it's just fine. You always want to shorten up my videos. The hell? I like my videos. It gets me to express myself. Okay, so this is all done up now. Next thing we're going to add in is all that nice cold vegetables that I did up earlier. Okay, see, now this is all nice and cold. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, you don't want to leave them in there too long, otherwise they'll freeze on you, and that won't be good. And they actually do stick to the bowl a little bit. But anyways, I put all that right in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. Yep. There. Get. Come on now. All right, there we go. Close enough. So we got that. Give this a little stir in there too. Okay. Then we add in about a cup, maybe a tad more, just a little bit over a cup of panko crumbs. Okay? Panko crumbs, Italian, that's not Italian, Japanese breadcrumbs. I'll be getting the whole community of the Japanese community all upset with me. That's not Italian. Okay, so I just kind of swirl all this around, kind of get it all coated up nice. Yeah, make everybody happy. Oh yeah. Well, there we go. See? Okay. Done. Now. Okay. Now we're gonna get the crab meat. So, crab meat coming out of the refrigerator. And now with this crab meat, earlier my wife actually took the crab meat that we had, and crab meat has a lot of moisture. You want to get some of that moisture out of it. So probably some of the best way to do that is just layer up some paper towels, put the crab meat on there, and just kind of keep mashing and keep doing that until you get some of, you want as much moisture out of the crab meat as possible. So this is all now fairly dry, you know. I mean, there's still some moisture. You're not going to get 100% of it, but anyways, isn't that pretty? Okay, so enough of that. Let's go in there. In it goes.
Get to the good stuff.
I know. Let's get with the program. All right. So we're good there. Let's make sure I got all that I need to have in there. Done. Okay. So that's finished. Now I am also going to take some more panko, and I'm taking a non-stick pan, but you could use any pan really, because the panko, you're going to just sprinkle this all on the pan like so. Okay, without trying to make a huge mess. I'm getting the evil stink eye right now from my wife. I can feel the whatever little hairs on the back of my neck standing straight up. Okay, that's good, right like that. Okay, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, actually let's leave the lid off of this because I'm not quite done yet. So you sprinkle that there. Now, my hands are clean. I did wash them, swear to God. So now we get in here and we just kind of get all this really happy. I wish you could smell all those ingredients. Just getting happy with the crab. You get that seafood smell kind of happening. And you do kind of want, you know, you want to break up that crab meat a little bit. I don't want them too fine. It doesn't have to be. But you know, those really big legs and stuff, those kind of should be broken up a little bit. So if I come across that, that's what I do. And yeah, you know, kind of something like that. Now, I mean, I don't know where you're getting your crab cakes, but mine that I bought at restaurants never looked like anything remotely. You know, you bite into it and you're going,
it's all breadcrumbs.
yeah, you got to have the sauce. This stuff, you don't have to have sauce with these crab cakes unless you really want to. I like a little, you know, sauce with mine, a little tartar sauce or a little bit of the red sauce, or that cocktail sauce. But you don't need it. Now, you just take like you're making a burger, right? A little burger patty here, see? Okay, you make a little ball out of that. Just a, you know, just a scooper like that, right? Okay, now, you take that and you put it right on top of those breadcrumbs and you mash it down. Oh, look at that. I mean, really? Excuse me. This is just, yeah. Oh. And you just kind of got to work it around a little bit. You can actually take a little of those breadcrumbs and just kind of get them on the sides a little bit. And I'm going to show you in a minute what we're also going to do here. But that's about right there. So there's one crab cake. And you get another one. Yeah, like I said, you just kind of want a nice, you know, I like a decent sized crab cake.
No wimpy crab cakes around.
Yeah, I'm not an extraordinarily, I'm a short guy, but I'm not a tiny guy. I like my food. So, okay, now we get this on there, pack that down a little bit, get that just about like so. Oh, yes. Excuse me while I whip this out. Oh. Okay, that's it right there. Placed in there, they're all happy and pretty. Got 5 nice ones there. Now, what I'm going to do is take a little bit more of this panko, and I'm just going to give them a little dance on top. See, just a little, little sprinkle, and just a little something, something like that, and a little something, something, something like that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I'm getting very excited here. It's been a long time since I've had crab cakes. One of my favorite things to make. Oh. I am so excited to be able to share this with all of you. You know, cooking has always been enjoyable for me. My grandmother and my aunt, they did a lot of cooking, Southern cooking, and as a little kid growing up, I got to learn a few things from them. But I'll tell you what, I wish they were around still, and we could do some serious cooking together. But anyways, I am grateful for the things I learned from them. So anyways, and I give that a little pat down. Now what's nice too with this little bit of texture on top is with the panko crumbs, it's going to help kind of pull a little moisture, and it's going to tighten these little cakes up. So what we're going to want to do now is, it's about 3 p.m. here, and we're not planning on probably cooking these until about 6. So a good 2 to 3 hours in the refrigerator. They'll get nice and cold, and then they're going to go into the deep fryer. And oh yes, I did say deep fried. And I'm going to show you how to do a proper deep fried with these, so they're not really oily. You don't want a bunch of oily mess. You got to have the right temp. But when these things go into that oil and they're just in there fluttering around and getting happy, and you pull those out, you put them in the oven for about 10 minutes at 350 to let it all just kind of get really, you know, crunchy. You have to come back. It's going to be amazing. Now, do up the crab cakes. So I'm going to have my wife come over here, watch the oil. And here's 3 crab cakes. We have a total of 5. So I've placed the 3 first ones in this area, and we'll cook those first, get those nice and brown, and then these are going to go in the oven while the other 2 go in here and will be being cooked as well. So it'll be in 2 stages. These 3 will get done first in the oil, and then in the oven, and then the other 2 are going to be cooking out here while the other these 3 are in the oven. Hope that makes all total sense. But anyways, so we got the oil going, and when you're doing any of this deep frying, 350 is a really great temperature to do the oil. So I get it right close to that 350 mark, and then I slowly submerge the crab cakes into the oil, and they'll do a beautiful job. They'll get nice and golden brown, and then after a few minutes, once they turn nice golden brown, we'll put them in the oven, and they'll finish in there for about 10 minutes at 350 on the oven. So that's about it. And these are going to go in. I want to just show you, I just slowly drop this pan in, and there they go. That's that. It usually will take a few minutes just to get nice and golden brown. This way here, they don't absorb much oil, and they'll deep fry beautifully this way. And then the reason I like to put them in the oven is they're going to go on a rack in the oven, and if there is a little bit of oil, it's going to just drip off, and it'll kind of finalize all the cooking process to make sure it's completely heated, nice and hot all the way through the crab cake, and make sure the outside is nice and dry too. So I don't like anything too oily. Even my fried rockfish, which probably some of you have watched my video on that, is nice and crispy. These turn out the same way. So, and if you haven't checked out my rockfishing, the cooking of the rockfish that I did video, I urge you to check it out. It's a good one.
You getting close?
Yeah, we're a little wet, still a little ways to go, but they're starting to brown. You can see a little bit. So.
Oh yeah. Yum.
Try to get them so they don't stack on each other, but sometimes you can't help it. There we go. They're just about there. And one of them there wants to kind of piggyback. There we go. That's it. So those are done for here. I'm going to turn this way down. Okay. And I'm going to take this. That's going to go right there. I'm going to put this back on. So we get that temp back up to 350. See how pretty that looks? Oh yeah. There's another one. And one more. All right. There they are. There's that.
Yum.
Oven's at 350. These will go in here for 10 minutes. And we'll go get the other ones cooking. And they are done. So come take a gander at these babies. Beautiful. All right.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be good. So let's take one of these crab cakes right here. Put that right on the plate. Let's open it up. Oh, listen to that crunch. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Look at all those little vegetables, garden stuff in there. Yum yums. Oh my Lord. Wow. Thank God. Hey, I hope you guys tried this recipe. Wow. It is so good. The flavors are so incredible. You have any questions at all, please email me them and I will answer them to my best. But you guys got to try this. This is just so stupid good, it's not even funny. Wow. As always, thank you for watching one of my videos. I sure appreciate all of you, and I hope you all have an awesome year. And as always, God bless you. God bless your families. Love you guys. We'll catch you on the next video real soon. Take care. I'm going to go eat.